In our last video, we tried to paint an image of what our perfect naturist campsite would look like. And once we finished recording, we obviously started thinking about whether it was actually a possibility to create a campsite and if running a naturist campsite would be something for us. So we decided to ask the help of professionals.
We are at naturist campsite La Tuquette in the Provence region. 4 years ago the founders retired and now this campsite is run by their children, Brice, Caroline
Hello.
and Arnaud.
Hello!
They have grown up on a naturist campsite, so we were wondering if it was their childhood dream to be the owners of the campsite one day.
It was an evidence because my parents have a campsite before since a long time, and it was a good pleasure to be there. And all my when I was young, I do a lot of things in the campsite, and when I found my husband, it was a good dream to do that together and with my brother.
With your
also.
brother,
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Why didn't your parents start a naturist campsite?
Why didn't your parents start a naturist campsite?
That would have been a huge success, I'm sure. But what I personally think is really interesting about running a naturist campsite is that you have to work really hard during the summer, but then you have more than half of your vacation, no?
No, it's not true because during the winter we work. For me, I think we work too much.
Okay.
Yes. And because we want to expand the campsite.
Okay.
And we do all alone. And for us, it's not 7 months of holiday.
Yeah, no. You have to cut the trees and
Cut
clean
the tree.
the swimming
We prepare all the land for new mobile home.
pool. Yeah.
We repair the shower, the swimming pool. We do everything. We do I don't know, plumbery and electricity.
Yeah.
Ouais.
Okay. Oh wow. So it's not always on holiday.
No.
But we could just hire staff. I don't think that they do everything and themselves during the summer months either.
When we start in 2015, we did it alone. But for 3 years, we have had 2 people for help us to cooking and cleaning.
Yeah.
We decided to employ a person because we need time to talk with our customer. And because we don't have time to make cleaning. We know to do that, but it's better if we have a person who do that because we would like to be with our customer to talk with them all the time. You understand?
So the personal contact with the visitors is very important.
Yes, for us it's very important because my parents did that and we would like to do that now, but with the new management, you know?
Yeah.
Because this is a society and everybody need to have fun in his life. Owner and customer, it's important.
So there we go. We just build our perfect naturist campsite and then we hire a bunch of staff so we can just spend all our time creating atmosphere and talking to the people.
Wait. These guys are an exception because we haven't met so many young people who are running a naturist campsite, so there must be a difficulty.
Every time when we come to France, it seems like the owners of the campsites get older and older. It seems like fewer and fewer young people are starting a naturist campsite. Why do you think that is?
I think that's it, but it's a pity. If you see, it's so difficult to create a new camping, and a lot of old owners don't make all the works to have a campsite with the norm, you know? And it's so difficult to have the new norm in a campsite, and I think old owners prefer to sell their camping than transmit to their children, you know? And it's a pity because for the spirit of the naturist, it's really a pity.
But you also don't see a lot of young people buy a campsite.
It's yes, because it's very expensive. It's very expensive. For us, we can do that because my parents give us the campsite, and we make a lot of credit for works to extend our campsite, but it's impossible for a normal family to buy a campsite now because it's too expensive.
It's too big of an investment.
Exactly.
Well, how are you gonna pay for your naturist campsite? By doing the dishes?
That's a good point. But I imagine that if the campsite becomes popular, it will eventually pay for itself. So the only thing we have to do is figure out what naturists really want and create a place for them.
So who are the guests at La Tuquette and what are they looking for? What do they want?
Our camping friends who come here would like tranquility and feel good, and we can to propose them activity so quickly like yoga, aqua gym and massage, and it's good for them.
Yeah. When they are in quiet and peace.
Yes,
and
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They want that. To La Tuquette.
Yeah.
And we think it's good.
Yeah.
Do you think that there's a difference between people who visit a naturist campsite and people who visit a textile campsite?
For sure. Because, and since 5 years, I talk with a lot of owner of camping textile and naturist, and all the owner of textile say we would like to have the same customer like you, because in our camping, textile camping, there is a lot of bad attitude, you know, and since COVID and since a lot of structural thing. A lot of person discover camping, but they don't know how to do in a camping.
Yeah.
Okay, and in the naturist campsite, it is so different because there is no different social, and all the person are the same.
Yeah.
Okay, and nobody talk about works. They talk about education, travel, but they don't know how you do in your life. What is your job? It's not important when you are here.
Yeah.
What is important is to enjoy the time, the actual time, you know. And for us, it's sure our sanitary are always clean because we are employed. But the customer are so clean, and everybody they say hello, goodbye, enjoy your meal. There is no noise around the swimming pool. After 10 o'clock in the evening, there is no noise. Everybody respects a lot of things. No cars in the campsite earlier in the morning or in the night. And for all of that to manage, because for the customer it's perfect, and for us it's really perfect. We really don't want to change that, because for our owner to manage a campsite, it's perfect.
Yeah.
It's perfect life.
Of course, it's not just the people who determine the success of the campsite. There are a lot of other factors, like the weather, for example. If it rains the whole summer, you get much fewer guests. So I wonder how we can solve this. And I've seen that they have some residents here, like they are selling these bungalows where people can come to live. Maybe that is a good solution. Is there an advantage of having residents on a campsite?
For them, for the customer, it's nice for them because they can come here longer, from March to October, and we are in a nice region with a lot of sun, and for them it's very nice. For us, it's nice too because we can make a mixity, you know, between campers and residents. And it's important to have both, because they know the spirit. We can't have only owner and we can't have only campers, but the mixity, it's interesting because of the spirit, and we can keep the spirit of La Tuquette like this.
What I've been thinking about is whether we would still love naturism when we were working on a naturist campsite most of the year. Will we still like naturist people? When you go on holiday, you also go to naturist places?
Yes, we try to do that because we are going to foreign country, and with our children during them holidays, and we try to find a lot of place naturist.
Where do you go, for example?
Thailand and Africa and Guadeloupe. So we found some place and it was so fun to do that in another country.
Before we jump into conclusions, is there actually a future for naturist camping?
I think the future is nice for naturist campsite. It's important that the owner keeps a good spirit, because now the campsites are very expensive. A lot of group invest in the campsite, and okay, they want to make money, but if they want to make money, it's important they keep the spirit of the naturist. And I think the naturist campsite could have a good future if we keep the good spirit, because a lot of persons after the COVID, they would like to have a return of the source. You understand?
Yeah.
And that's why campsite, naturist campsite, have sense, and I think we have a nice future for us.
We have seen this happen as well. Some of the very large naturist campsites in France are being taken over by groups who turn them into real naturist villages, which isn't really a bad thing because a lot of people are searching for that. But of course it creates a larger gap with the more traditional naturist campsites. So I guess that there's definitely some opportunity there.
So let's summarize. First of all, opening a naturist campsite would cost us a lot of money and apparently a lot of more work than we thought. On the other hand, we would be spending a lot of time without clothes and among other people.
Kinda like we are already doing now.
Exactly, yes. And the thing is, we love what we do, so why would we change it? So yeah, I don't know, maybe opening a naturist campsite is just not for us.
For those of you who have been sitting on the tip of your chair watching this video and waiting for the big announcement that we are going to open the first Naked Wanderings campsite,
Sorry!
we will have to disappoint you. It's unfortunately not yet something for us, but luckily there are people like Brice, like Caroline, like Arnaud, who do create beautiful naturist places for us to visit.
Yes.
And the good news is that, of course, we will keep traveling, so we will keep going to beautiful naturist places.
And we will tell you all about it in our next videos, right?
In our next video, we are crossing the Mediterranean Sea to the island of Corsica.
Hoppa.
So if you don't want to miss that,
you know what to do. Subscribe to our channel, hit on your notifications, give us a big fat thumbs up, and we see you in our next video.
Bye. All right.
En wat doe recht?
Comme ça.
Mijn uniek is comme ça.
Comme ça. Comme ça.
Non, ça n'est pas bon.